Hey guys, and welcome back to Pikmin. In the last day, we cleared out the distant spring, and today we're going to take on the final area of the game, also known as the final trial.
But how final is it?
Well, final as in only thing left. That was a calmer one, but
it sounded like harmonica.
Harmonica with a question mark. That was a hilarious callback to day 7. So anyway,
we're so good at reference our old jokes. We know they work.
We know you like them. We know you're not stupid. All right, so the final trial. The area itself is not actually very difficult. The whole thing is, this is kind of like a, let's see if you've mastered everything, that kind of mentality, but the thing is, you're really just going to be building, 2 bridges, blowing up 1 wall, and pushing 1 box. Actually, I should say 3 walls. So it's not really all that hard. What you're going to want to do is throw your yellows up here, and have them gather as many bomb rocks as you can. That gray stone wall over there only requires 3, but we're going to be saving the rest of those bomb rocks for later.
That's the sound you playing your harmonica.
It is true, I did sample this little part for Nintendo. They never paid me for it. I'm trying my best to only get 3, because when the Pikmin put down a bomb, and if you put other Pikmin next to them, they're gonna freak. And because the bridge is not done, the Pikmin AI will automatically go towards the water. So instead of blowing up, they will actually start drowning.
I love this. Woo!
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to just clear the wall really quick. And let me get started on Bridge 1, and throw the other blues here to get started on Bridge 2. The whole thing is that you're supposed to use all your teamwork and all the skills you've picked up over your playthrough to solve the puzzles, get the bridge. As you can even see, there are fire spouts in the back. But even though only the red Pikmin are immune to fire, you totally don't need the red Pikmin for this level, at all. Unfortunate. Because they want you to, they want you to go over there in that little part with where the metal is, where the fire spout is, and to go around and have the red Pikmin go and push the box out of the way. But the thing is, and this is not a Wii exclusive trick, you can actually just kind of angle your yellow or blue Pikmin in a way to just put 10 on the outside, and then you just command them to push the box out of the way for you.
You'd think that they'd probably be more useful just for damage purpose, but I guess for this puzzle purpose, not so much.
Yeah, the damage output is still going to be, I will say, we haven't seen the last of the reds.
We have.
yeah, actually. Well, yeah, thanks. In this aspect, because it is totally possible to clear everything with just blues and yellows, but in this case, I actually want to use the reds. But, like I just showed you off just now, I didn't really need to go through that fire spout area. This is me trying to find where that blue Pikmin went off to, because I want as many reds as possible, because my plan is to go back and exchange all of my blues for reds.
Where'd that little bastard go?
Yeah, this is me being like, where are you? And also throwing them back up this part of the land. I think I still end up not finding it. It says I have 90, so I'm thinking, alright, cool. Good. The other 10 are going to be right here, because I still need them for bomb rock purposes. So I'm going to go all the way to the onion and put them back in. And did you see how I just lost that 1 number just now?
No.
It was at 90, and now it's at 89, and so there is a blue Pikmin out there somewhere, and I have no idea where it is. Oh, wait! Under the bridge. Little shit.
We're not smart.
That's okay, it's not really his fault. Actually, it kinda is, it's a little annoying. But that being said, I only brought out 90 blues, but it says that I have 11 out on the field. I only have 10 yellows, so there's a blue out there that I can't get, which means I only have 89 reds, but I figured, yeah, screw it, it's just one.
He'll suffer for his hubris.
Yeah, he can suffer for my cause. I was gonna say suffer my curse, but that's not.
What curse?
I don't have a slab to return. Is the thing. The curse of you don't get to be in the video. Whoa. Okay, so now that we've gone ahead and exchanged all of the blues for the reds, what I actually want to go ahead and do is throw my yellows up here to gather more of the bomb rocks. And even though we could just use 2 of our bombs to easily take care of the gate, I want to conserve my bombs, so I want to go and have my reds here take down the gate.
It's a very weak gate anyway, it would be a waste of bombs.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only that, but we have so many reds that it just goes down in like a few seconds.
Well, it's the clearest boss arena to ever exist.
Yeah, so I don't know what this is about. A good place to have a quinceañera or a girl's 18th birthday party, I assume, but...
Or Ribaderci.
Not a quinceañera, the 15th birthday party.
Now that we have that, not a boss in the middle of the room, what I want to do is put 5 yellows on one side and 5 on the other. Grand total of 10 bombs. I want to get my reds a little closer. And you know what? Olimar's really good at working out, so he's just gonna punch it. It didn't work.
Behold the real Emperor Bulblax.
The final boss of Pikmin 1. Those yellow Pikmin had a noble sacrifice. So the whole trick to him is that when he opens his mouth, he's gonna try to eat any of your Pikmin. And you can have one of your yellows throw a Pikmin, not another Pikmin, throw another bomb into his mouth.
That's incredible.
To just have a Pikmin sacrifice another in its place. No, what you want to do is have it throw a bomb directly into its mouth. An easy way for you to do it is to have your yellows just kind of be sacrificial. You can save them. Unfortunately, I'm not good enough at the trick to get them to whistle over and drop the bombs. If you can just do that and just spam your reds, this fight is a joke.
Wow.
And now we got the final part, the secret safe.
A piggy bank.
A piggy bank. Not only that, but it's actually a part you don't need. If you have all the other 29 parts, Olimar won't just go home if he can, even though this is optional and he has everything he needs to leave. Because he has the extra days, he's gonna come here to get it anyway. I find that to be a really interesting and peculiar way to end your game, by making the last thing technically be optional but required at the same time. There's the blue idiot. I can't think of another game that does that.
You'll notice you're able to put more Pikmin on it than just the double. That's because in the Japanese version it required 85 Pikmin. That's why Bulblax spits up those pellets, even though there's nothing left in the game in case you don't have enough to carry it. But they made it smaller for America.
This is me doing the thing where you can like play dead and have the Pikmin drag you into the onion. Unfortunately, I let go too early. The neat thing is, if you have them dragged to an onion, little fireworks come out. And the cutscene got in the way before we got to see the whole fireworks.
We have to show capitalism at its finest.
Take my word for it, it was really awesome.
There is an easier way to fight the Bulblax. If you have like 15 yellows, you can throw them to arm the bomb rocks, and when he walks over and gets ready to whip out his tongue, you call them, they'll drop the bomb rocks, and he'll eat them all, and since it's 15, he'll stay there stunned a really long time, and you can jackhammer the reds into his face.
I know there's another strat you can do where you get like a bunch of rocks, and like, you told me that you used it, but like the explosion effect of all the rocks exploding at once just sounds extremely loud, so it's just and it's just really it's really quick and it's just really funny. I was thinking of trying that out, but I decided, never mind. Fighting him casually is honestly pretty annoying because he jumps around, and in one of my attempts he literally jumped 40 times in a row, I counted, and he didn't stop and I couldn't fight him. So I had to restart.
A sad goodbye to our friends.
I hope they show the scene of them all being eaten right now.
Oh, no, even better. They all gang up on it.
Now we eat you!
The Pikmin finally learned to defend themselves.
No, they didn't.
No, they don't.
Until the sequel.
But at least they instinctively attacked something.
See, the problem is you only taught those Pikmin, the rest of them don't know.
Yeah, that is true. But another interesting thing is, look at all these multiple different onions there are.
We see pink, we see gray, and I think we see purple.
Pink, gray, purple, green, light blue. A purple onion here, but in 2, they don't have an onion, they go in the ship.
Wish they showed them re-enter the atmosphere and disintegrate.
So with that being said, this was the best ending of Pikmin. Olimar successfully escapes, we get to know the existence of other Pikmin types, and he gets to go home.
While looking at a low-quality picture of the Earth. Just the way I'd want it done.
I wish they got that photo of the black hole earlier. Years earlier, just so they could put it next to it, being like, it looks kind of blurry.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, asshole. So, 9 days completion, all 30 parts. Lost 116, but honestly, I think I did pretty good. The ones labeled in yellow are parts that you absolutely need, and the ones in blue are the optional ones.
I feel like the game would be a lot easier if there were 10 optional. Because there are at least 10 you definitely shouldn't need, but...
So since that was the best ending, Thorn went ahead and graciously recorded the alternate endings of this game.
And I was playing on the GameCube, so they are in SD.
It's an SD, and you also get to see that the A button is now solid green. So, we're gonna take a look at what happens if Olimar does nothing for 30 days straight.
And on the very last day, you don't get to go directly to Sunset. They won't let you.
I've collected my ship.
Captain's log, day 30. Shit.
Welp, shouldn't have taken those sleep pills. Says the Pikmin. Interestingly, if you had the other Pikmin colors, they would all show up, but since I only had the red Pikmin, it's just the reds. No, you're doing great. You'll be fine.
I can do it. I can do it. I can do it.
You just gotta get used to it.
Boing.
Okay, I'll be honest, when I saw that, I started laughing because the music says, "So Olimar died, that was messed up anyway, good job."
Well, that really sucked.
Somehow you still got top 5.
I got top 5 against myself.
Here's the resulting cutscene.
It would be very interesting to have a what-if game that followed after this ending. You ain't getting fireworks after this. We don't have anyone to pluck them.
You'll still get eaten at night, though.
So that's a pretty grim and dark ending for Nintendo game.
Anyway, in another lifetime, I'm just sitting here drowning.
Anyway, as Olimar attempts to drown himself.
The dialogue here is the same.
I wish we could actually have vocal dialogue, but because he was underwater, the day when my life support system fails is common. I have collected all of You know, with the mostly complete ship, he can survive.
There's the rest of them. I had more flowers than that.
You think you'd be alright, Jim?
Jim died on day 2.
Oh, what's your name then?
Bill.
Fuck you.
What?
Low poly sky, low poly sky. Tiny JPEG to tiny JPEG.
Don't look at it. Please don't look at it.
Crack.
Turns around, gets sent back to the planet.
His helmet now cracks on impact.
Olimar's helmet, as well as his life, has been shattered again. That's my update to Sucker.
If only I grab that useless piggy bank. Oh shit, that looks terrible. Let's get out of here.
I should have grabbed that piggy bank. Clearly, this is not the best ending.
It contained all my fuel.
I feel like I'm gonna need that when I get home. I'm gonna need all the money I can get.
So, the real difference is that you don't get the cutscene where the Pikmin attack the Bulborb, and you also don't get the reveal of all the other multiple Pikmin onions.
You get more of a sad "I gotta go now," and they just stand there wondering, like, "Alright, what the fuck? Where's he going, Daddy? Daddy?"
Oh, that would actually be sad if they spoke like that.
Remember all the times you had.
Remember when you fucked up?
Remember breaking your limbs and breaking your potential family's hearts.
I feel like with this score I will be in the top 5 again. Somehow you get third. Like, you still got beat by the one where you did nothing. Like, God damn it!
You got third because you only had reds with you.
Pikachu was my best friend.
My brother crashed the ship and break all parts. So, that was Pikmin 1. Completed in 9 days. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is actually an anniversary Let's Play, because Pikmin 1 was in fact the first Let's Play I ever did 9 years ago. We always had the idea to redo it, especially for the celebration, because we used to upload these videos on Blip, and Blip is dead, and also that old Let's Play wasn't very good anymore.
Wasn't good at the time.
It wasn't even great at the time. I had a lot of fun recording for Pikmin when I wasn't doing 6 days. When it was just casual, it was pretty fun just commentating, going through with it. So I want to say thanks to Thorn for being with me as always.
Yeah.
And special thanks to Travis for actually showing up, for being able to, at least, when when he had the time to show up in the last... It was the last few days, but still, it was a riot just to have you around.
Hey!
As well as the reintroduction of the tuba mouthpiece, as well as, yes, we are going on tour with our harmonica tuba mouthpiece, and... What's yours? The
Kazoo?
The kazoo.
The kazoo, yeah.
Which will be played by the Armored Cannon Beetle.
Sounds like a very German band. Like...
So, another cool thing for getting the best ending is that you get this enemy reel. You get to see all the little neat comments that Olimar has to make for every enemy in the game, even like certain environment pieces. This was kind of done again in Pikmin 2, but it was in a menu where you could like access, where you would get Olimar's notes, and then later on you'd be able to access Louie's notes. Here it's done in like a little video reel where the Pikmin suffer constantly.
It's very clearly beta footage, too.
Yeah, there's actually going to be one enemy you see that doesn't even... actually, a couple of the enemies are in locations that they're actually not at all in the final.
I hope when they show Emperor Bulblax, he, like, ragdoll glitches into the sky. It's...
Emperor Bulblax, question marks?
Learned to fly that day. Look how terrified that Pikmin is.
This is how I die. My name was Joe.
Don't you hate when the paparazzi takes a picture at the wrong point?
Don't you hate when you get devoured?
Achoo.
I love this cute, like, they died this day from the fire.
How many did you lose? We lost 1 million.
It almost sounds like the presidential team that.
Thanks all the more, every Pikmin is extinct now.
So this was the Gulix. It only appears on the impact site, but in this beta footage, this is the Force Naval. That's really interesting. This one actually has a bit of a sad fact to it.
Yeah, it has to feed its young. How depressing.
So basically, we were like, yeah, it's depressing to be a parent, but also when you hit the honey wisps, those are nectar drops. So when you're attacking them and you're making your Pikmin go ahead and suck the nectar, you're taking away the food from their babies. Of course, we don't know that and we don't care about them, but still.
Either your babies or his.
If we found them, we'd eat them.
And that was also footage of the Mamuda, I believe in Distant Spring, and this is the Clamp Clip, also in Distant Spring. Both of them are only found in Impact Site.
AKA Andross's mouth.
Get off of my butt!
Puffstool only shows up in this game, never came back. Interesting, because it had an interesting attack.
I wish it'd show like a B tier actor being attacked by Pikmin, so it's just like, and Randy Quaid.
He's like poorly green screened in.
And it says nothing else about him, but it just shows him being mauled by Pikmin. It's like, oh fuck! Shearwigs. They already talked about the male ones and how annoying they are. The green ones are a little annoying too. And here we have our good friend, the Smoky Proc. Shearwig Underground.
I can't believe I just remembered that cartoon exists.
Shearwig Underground, yeah.
Yeah, it was a classic. I only remember watching one episode and being like, why is he such an asshole?
Also, I love how it's this rare one that you saw 1,000 times.
Yeah, the Bull Bear. There's like 30 of these, but it's pretty rare.
There was only 30 of them. Yeah, there's my boy!
And, of course, we can't not talk about the Water Dumple.
It has been scientifically proven that nobody likes the Dumple.
I'll say that they're a lot more manageable in this game.
The tadpole run away from you because they knew you talked to the Dumple one time.
I had no choice. They were in the way.
How did that one die?
I'm assuming they had a kill option on their keyboard when they were making the game, or it just decided to give up.
Yeah, apparently, I read this, I don't know if it's true, but the GameCube version has a Windows version that can be found, and it still has debug options in it. So I kind of want to search that out.
That's interesting. I'm pretty sure there's like footage of that too. And with the reel being over, this is the end of the game. When you complete it, you unlock challenge mode, but all of the maps are just all the maps you'll get in story mode, and the only goal there is, hey, see how many Pikmin you can grow. That being said, I'm glad you guys were here with me for this journey, for this small little deviation. All that's left for me to do is to go back and finish Pikmin 3.
We wanted to take a detour for the anniversary that we passed.
I mean, it happened at a point. Anniversary still existed.
Yeah. And some people do like birth weeks or birth months or birth years.
Especially when it comes to babies.
Yeah, you're born. We'll get you eventually.
We'll get you a van at some point.
Is that the rule?
I'm assuming.
It needs to be white, have nothing on it, and you can't see in the windows.
I'm assuming part of parenting is planning disappointments ahead in advance, so that way your children can hate you, is what I'm understanding.
In fact, this van has no windows, so you're pretty much guaranteed to die. It's a driving egg.
But we know you like that Pikmin game, so we scattered 30 parts of the vehicle all around town. We're gonna need you to go find them.
No, you can't lift it yourself. You need to find others.
Get to work, you baby.
Good luck finding the engine, shithead.
You're born and the first thing you think is you need help. Oh, pfft.
Well, I don't have anything else to add other than see you guys back on the Pikmin planet again.
We will never leave.
How do you not know how to play this?
No, I can assure you I'm trying my hardest to play bad.
Wait, I could do a kazoo.
Well, I can play this.
Playing normally just sounds like... But this is me just trying... I tried to replicate what it sounds like when you're on the subway, okay?
Pikmin.
Pikmin!